Here we're going to talk about the basics of nutrition. And the first thing we're going to cover is the very, very basics of calories. Does anybody know what a calorie is? Yes, a calorie is a unit of measurement. So whenever we take a measurement, usually we have a unit of measurement and the same unit is used. So when we ask you how tall you are, for instance, I am 5 foot tall, somebody else may be 6 foot tall. So this is a unit of measurement and we're still using the same unit of measurements, feet. So when we say things like, what weighs more, a pound of bricks or a pound of feathers? Right, they're both a pound, so they both are the same unit of measurement, so they both weigh the same. They're both 1 pound, exactly. So in that reference, we say a calorie is a calorie is a calorie because we're talking about calories. We're talking about the same unit of measurement. Now, quality is still important for calories because we need things like nutrients, vitamins, and minerals. Calories are divided further into 2 types of groups. Does anybody know what these groups are? Yes, so we have macronutrients. If anybody has heard of macros, a lot of bodybuilders or people who are into nutrition will call these macros. If we've heard of those, okay. We also have micronutrients. So your macronutrients are the big nutrients. Your micronutrients are the small amounts of everything else. So do you know what 3 groups are made of macros? Yes, proteins, carbs, and fat. Those make up your macronutrients. Protein has 4 calories per gram. Do you know how many calories per gram are in carbs? Right, 4 calories per gram. Carbohydrates are sometimes shortened to carbs. Protein and carbs both have 4 calories per gram. The other one is fats. Does anybody know how many calories per gram are in fats? Yes, 9 calories per gram. So another thing that we like to talk about is alcohol. So alcohol actually does have calories. So does anybody know how many calories per gram alcohol carries? Yep, it carries 7 per gram. So I like to tell my clients, when you drink alcohol, you're essentially drinking liquid fat. Not in terms of what it does to the body, but in terms of how many calories that you are ingesting at a time. Because as you can see, the 7 calories per gram is closer to the 9 calories of fat versus the 4 calories of carbs or protein. So anytime that you go out to drink, you need to know that you are drinking something that has a lot of calories in there. Let's talk about alcohol a little bit further. So does anybody know how alcohol is treated in the body? It is treated as a food because it does have calories, but you do not get any nutrients or any vitamins from the alcohol itself. So we've covered that. It also acts as a toxin. What kind of toxin is it? It's a neurotoxin, so it has effects in the brain. It can slow your thinking. It also slows the judgment and your reaction times. So because it slows judgment and reaction times, we also tend to eat more when we drink. So we do consume more calories when we drink. Men consume roughly about 400 more calories. Women are going to consume roughly about 300 more calories when they do drink. Alcohol also is a diuretic, so this increases urination and it increases dehydration. Further, alcohol is burned first because it's a toxin. Your body wants to get rid of it as quickly as fast as it can. So the digestion slows down for those proteins, those carbs, and those fats. So that food that you are ingesting actually isn't getting burned before the alcohol is. So this can cause fat loss. If you're trying to lose weight, this can actually cause fat loss to slow. Your performance will be affected when you're drinking alcohol. So if you're trying to pass your physical readiness test, you might not want to drink the night before.